It might not be okay today, it might not be okay tomorrow, or the next day, or the next month, or the next year, but it does get better. So don't give up just yet. Hold on and have that faith. I promise you, you will see better days. Hey there, welcome back to Let's Figure This Life Out Together. It's been a long time. Oh my god, yeah. It got really busy and I was not in the right headspace to come here and talk to you guys authentically. So I decided I was gonna take care of myself first and everything else that was kind of stressing me out, so that I come here talk to you guys in a better headspace. As much as I really want this YouTube channel to grow and to thrive, I don't want to give you guys content under pressure. Like, I don't want to do it for the sake of doing it. I want to come on here and give you quality content. That is why I just put this on hold for some time. I'm still figuring out a lot of things, and I would say it's getting better, it's getting easier. So thank you for your patience. For those of you who are here for the first time, my name is Clare and I'm here to help us grow together and to prove to you really that you can grow in an imperfect way and give yourself grace and give those around you grace. Life is not perfect, but we can be happy in the imperfection. There's beauty in imperfection. There's growth in there, and I want us to see all that with intention. I am so big on being intentional, and I want to come on here and share that with you.
We're just everyday people trying to make a difference. We want to know we got it right. We gotta know our purpose, gotta know it's worth it. We want to live a good life.
Today I wanted to come on here and talk about how to help our loved ones who are struggling with depression, who are struggling with suicidal thoughts. And this is very hard to talk about. This is a topic that is very sensitive, and I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a therapist. I'm purely here to share ideas based on what I've seen and not professional help. This is a community to be supportive, but if you need professional help, please don't hesitate to reach out. This is not a topic that we talk about often, and that's part of why I'm uncomfortable talking about it, because we don't see that a lot, but it's so important. Our mental health has so much to do with how we live with other people, how we build relationships, how we work. It affects so many areas of our lives that if we don't pay attention to it, a lot of those things are gonna crumble. I reached out to ask you guys what questions you had, and you shared a lot of questions, and for the biggest part, most of you asked, how can you support a friend that is going through depression and suicidal thoughts? Number one is to create safe space for people to be able to share how they feel, and part of creating that space is to educate ourselves about mental health and depression and all these things that happen. When we educate ourselves, we're creating that space from a place of awareness. Most of our friends and family cannot share what they're really going through, because they think it's not going to make sense to us, because they think we're going to think they're crazy, and that is so sad. We should start there. As a community, we need to make it safe for someone to come and tell you how they feel without them questioning how you're gonna look at them after that conversation, without them thinking that you're gonna be judgmental to them, without them thinking that you're gonna change the way you look at them after that conversation. And that is what a lot of people struggle with, learning to be that person who someone can confide in and be confident that what they've told you today they're not gonna find it somewhere else. Biggest thing about our communities is that when someone shares something with you, that they're struggling with something, most of the time we're so quick to share their stories with other people. We're so quick to use that against them when we're no longer in good terms with them. Can you be that person who, even though maybe tomorrow that friend that told you that they were struggling with suicidal thoughts, can you be that friend that tomorrow when you get a misunderstanding, you're gonna keep whatever they told you safe? We need to learn that. We need to create that space where someone is 100% confident that this person is loyal, this friend is loyal. And sometimes you don't always have to be this to only your friends, even strangers, even people who are not close to you. Can you be that person that people can talk to confidently, even when they're not so close to you? Other thing about being creating a safe space is listening. And sometimes it's not going to make sense to you because you will never understand how that person truly feels. So sometimes all they need is for someone to listen to them, and for them to feel heard, and for them to know that they have your full support. Sometimes that's all they need. I've had several people who have committed suicide, and part of that was because they felt that nobody cared, nobody listened, nobody understood them. Can you be that person that can listen and be present and be empathetic and be kind? Can you be that person? We need more of that in that community. And if you're supporting your friend in that way, you need to be that. Beyond all these material things or these parties that we go to, these fun events, these fun conversations that we have with friends, can we create a space for our friends and family to feel heard, to feel understood, to feel supported? We need to be intentional with that. Encourage people to seek professional help. And I know that it's expensive. It can be hard for everybody to get access to it. But there's also people that are not okay with seeking professional help, because we have made mental health look like something that is an abomination in our communities. When somebody goes to see a therapist, we treat them differently. We treat them as though they're insane. And sometimes people are afraid to be seen that way. And we need to change that narrative. We need to change a mindset towards that. We need to let go of all the stereotypes and make this okay. We need to make it normal for people to understand that to go to a therapist, to seek professional help is okay. We need to encourage people to see the other side of that, and in the process encourage them to choose someone that is compatible with them. I was watching the story on one of the random television shows, and there was someone who shared her experience about how when she went to seek help, they made them feel even worse. This was someone who hit a rock bottom, and she decided to go seek help. At that point, she was using drugs, and the therapist made it even harder. We need to encourage people to reach out to the right people. You can go an extra mile to help them do that research and find the right person, so they feel safe to open up, because it takes courage for someone to actually talk about those thoughts. And once they put it out there, they're gonna question themselves. They're gonna sometimes regret why they said it. So when it's out there, we need them to have put it out there to a person that is gonna make them feel safe. For every country, there is a national suicide prevention lifeline. If you are around someone that is experiencing severe depression or suicidal thoughts, and you're scared that they might harm themselves, you can offer to make that call with them, because sometimes it's scary to make that call. Google, find the number and help them, like be there with them when they make that call. They need that support sometimes, because taking that step can be hard. It can really be hard. So for them to know that you are there for them and you are there to support them in that way, that would be encouraging. The last point, very important point, is that if you know that you are the support system of someone who is experiencing severe depression or suicidal thoughts, please check in with yourself, because these conversations sometimes are hard. And for someone like me, and I've learned this over the years, that I am that person who easily takes up other people's emotions. So I've learned that when I have that conversation, or when I have these conversations with my friends who are experiencing this, it's easy for me to get stuck in that mental space. And when I stay in that mental space, I'm not being of any help to them, right? So you need to constantly check in with yourself, create a self-care plan, take care of yourself, for you and for that person, because the moment you do not, you're gonna get drained, you're gonna resent those people because of how you are going to feel. When you're doing that, you're exchanging energy, you're giving them part of your energy, and at that moment they are low and they need you to be supportive. So when you do not take care of yourself, you're gonna keep giving this energy, and then at the end of the day you're gonna feel drained. So take care of yourself, because you need it and that person is depending on you in that way. So thank you. If you have any more tips, please, I would love to read from you in the comment section. On this specific topic, I want us to really show this support. I'm excited to read from you and to learn from you. And if you're struggling, I want you to know that I know that when you're experiencing this, the future looks dark. It looks as though you have no reason to live. Life is hard and life gets so bitter for you. It's just painful. One thing I want to tell you, it does get better. It does get better. But you will not see brighter days if you don't hold on a little longer. So take one day at a time, even though it's painful, and have faith. Have the faith that it might not be okay today, it might not be okay tomorrow, or the next day, or the next month, or the next year, but it does get better. So don't give up just yet. I promise you, you will see better days. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Have a great week. Take care of yourselves. Check in with your loved ones. Check in with yourself. And I'll see you next time.